Welcome back to the Toy Lounge, and in this video we're going to be stepping into the Spider-Verse with our web-slinging hero, Spider-Man. And let it be known that as of this video, I have yet to see the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. But from what I'm hearing online, in reviews, it's apparently amazing. And if your kids are not into Spider-Man as of yet, then they definitely will be after seeing this movie. In terms of the script, it's supposed to be funny, and the overall presentation, the art style of the movie itself. But this isn't a review of the movie, it's a review of the toy itself, and this review being of the Spider-Man which appears in the actual movie and is based off his appearance in the movie, not of any other appearance, although Spider-Man overall appears to be similar. But in terms of the design of Spider-Man himself, he's based a lot on the artistic visuals of the movie. We have the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse logo up the top there. A nice image of Miles Morales in the top corner. Spider-Man with an image of Spider-Man, ages 4+. And these toys come to us courtesy of Hasbro, as Hasbro has been making a lot of Marvel character toy lines. Quickly on the back, we have a read-up of Spider-Man, Peter Parker. If you want to pause that and have a look, it's written in multiple languages underneath. Also the other figures in the line: Marvel's Prowler, Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen. Web accessory, we'll have a look at that inside. And yeah, nice little art there of Miles Morales with Spider-Man flinging through the air in the background. Nice packaging, but let's get him opened up and have a close look at the figure itself. And here we have Spider-Man outside of his packaging, and you may notice that I have him attached with his spiderweb accessory, but I have it pointing in the up direction, as if I was to pose it the way it's been posed on the back of the card art. Let's just have a quick look at the card art. He becomes kind of top heavy and isn't able to stand up at all. Just put the card art away for a minute. So if you are going to want him posed this way, you're not going to get him to stand really well at all. He does get top heavy. Whereas if you have it pointing up, you may have a better chance. Like so, kind of. But still doesn't stand really well. I mean, any time now he could topple over. And with his accessory, when I first took it out of the packaging, I found it a bit hard to work out how it actually fits in, because if you look at the card art, where it slots into his forearm is actually red on the card art, and it turns into white from where the web actually begins. Maybe hard to see. I hope you guys can see that, but yeah. You've got red there, so I couldn't make it out where the actual spider web was actually joining in, so it took me a while to work that out. Just a minor difference between what you get inside the packaging and what's displayed on the card art itself. But in the way of how it does attach, it's simply just, it's a bit tricky, for me anyway. Maybe not for a 7-year-old boy, but for me it is. Yeah, you just slot it into his wrist, and you'll notice his wrists are thinner on the side, so it's easier just to slide it in through there, and you'll have to kind of slightly get it over his thumb and rotate it, and you get that effect there. But again, he's hard to balance when he has it facing forward. So that's a little disappointing if you were planning on displaying this guy on your shelf. Your options with the web accessory are kind of limited as to how you're going to pose him. So that's the one and only issue I found with this figure. Otherwise, taking a look at the figure itself, very reminiscent of how Spider-Man appears in the new Into the Spider-Verse film. Got that elongated, slender look of Spider-Man. One thing I do like about this figure is the colour, and I know Spider-Man's always red and blue, but the choice, specifically the blue in this figure, I like a lot more than the other incarnations of Spider-Man action figures. It's a nice, bright, vibrant blue, and I don't think this video or the camera gives it any justice. You'd have to see it in person. He has his Spider-Man logo on his chest, which is raised on the figure. It's not just painted on, it's actually molded onto the figure itself. As goes with the spider on the back of his costume. You've got the webbing around his costume as well. The detail on that is done quite well. His articulation, he does come with a ball jointed head, so it rotates all the way around. Doesn't look up much, you get down about there. Shoulders go out to there. Rotate all the way around. You get the bend about there on the elbow, and also rotate at the elbow all the way around. And legs go forward like so. They go slightly backwards, which kind of help when standing him up, angling his feet in different directions slightly. And no articulation in the knees, unfortunately, and nothing in the foot either. So a bit more basic in terms of articulation. But in capturing the overall appearance of Spider-Man in the way he appears in the movie, it's done quite well, and you really can't ask for anything more. Not for the price point anyway. I mean, they may release something in the Marvel Legends line based on this look. It does have that cartoony look. So Marvel Legends would have to do something different to capture that cartoony look. So a nice Christmas gift idea for your young ones if you want to introduce them to Spider-Man. Definitely catered for the younger ones. I wouldn't recommend this for collectors really. As I said before, you may get something else in the Marvel Legends line way down the future. I'm already hearing of being sequels or spin-offs to this movie, so this won't be the last time we see this toy line, I don't think. So they may expand later on. But yeah, overall for the kids, a nice introduction to Spider-Man. Cheap, well, they're not as expensive as Marvel Legends. They may vary wherever you're living. I think these guys are going right now for 15 Australian dollars. And Marvel Legends are only go up to about $40 recommended retail price. So not the same level as Marvel Legends. So if you're a Marvel Legends collector, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you're a Spider-Man fan and you like all things Spider-Man, then yeah, why not? Go for it. It's not that expensive, and there's plenty available right now in stores. Pick one up while you can. Let me know what you guys think. And stay tuned, I'm going to have a bit more on this line. Probably look at Miles Morales next. And we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.